bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Yeah. Hey, hey. She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry.
Yo, so what happens when you retire your My Career player? I have already retired, but I was starting to record, and then whenever I got done with everything, talking about everything, I went to stop recording and realized I did not start. So I did go through all that. I wish it would have recorded, but I did retire. As you can see, no games. You can still earn VC. You can still get your badges up. You can still get your level up. But it's a lot harder. So, things you don't get when you retire. You don't get your contracts or anything. I had a Reese's Puffs, Mountain Dew, Gatorade, Nike, and another contract. I don't remember what it was. But I lost all those. And when you retire, like I said, you lose your contracts. So if you had a contract with Shoe, you got those shoes for free. Now you don't. So you can wear any shoe you want. Like, I was signed with Nike. I had a pair of Jordans in my closet. So I said, hey, put them on. I like these. So I put them on, played a game. You don't lose your messages, which I just now found out. Now, if anyone texts you anymore, that I don't know. Do you lose your social media? No. You can still play park games. You can still get into a game. All that. Now, let's head down to, where do you guys want to go? Foot Locker, Swags, NBA Store, what? You can still get your hair cut, and you can still get tattoos. You can still do Pro-Am. Pretty sure you can still go into the 2K zone. Yeah, you can still go into the 2K zone. Gotta collect some VC. Wow. What in the world? $400 VC, not bad. I'm gonna go with Cavs or Pelicans. I am not a big Cavs fan. I don't like the Cavs. Thunder, Timberwolves, Rockets, Jazz, Bucks, Hornets, Blazers, Pistons. I'm gonna go with Raptors. Not gonna double win. I've never done that. I don't want to risk it for a biscuit. So, we're gonna go to Swags so I can show you that you can still buy stuff. As you see here, you can still buy stuff. See, look at that, it's in my cart. I'm not gonna buy it, because I don't want to buy anything right now. You can still buy stuff. Now, let's go to your My Court. Well, my Court. Wrong way there, buddy. Head on down there, and tips before you retire: make sure you're at least around a 90 overall. It'd be a lot better if you're like a 95 or higher. Get to where you want to go, all that good stuff, because it is going to be a lot harder to earn VC and to progress up now that you can't play NBA games, can't go to Brian to get VC, which that point out friggin' sucks. But another thing before you retire: if you go down to league stats, accolades, and then you go into the Hall of Fame area where you retire, it will say up at the top you have something out of 10 accolades to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. You want 10 or more of those to be in the Hall of Fame, because I'm telling you, you want to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, that's just a given. And you get a speech for it, which is really cool. So, yeah, you can still go into your MyCourt. You can still shoot around. You can still start games with friends. You still have all of your park dunks, all that. But you can't go to the team practice facility to work on your badges. That, to be honest, it doesn't affect me too much, because I didn't go there that much. Badges, I just let them come naturally to me. So, the reason I retired is because NBA games, they just got plain out boring for me, because every single game I'd put up at least 40 points, over 20 rebounds, over 10 assists. Just got too boring, to be honest. Why? Because it's going over and over again. Like, if you play a game, say, I used to play Fortnite a lot, I still do, but like, I took a big break from 2K, like almost a month break from 2K. If I didn't take that break from 2K, I would guaranteed be a 90. That's how much time and effort I lost in this game, and kind of disappoints me, because I could have that purple badge overall right now. But I mean, Fortnite, you got Season 3. Season 3 was a big leap for Fortnite, but as I was saying, the reason I was talking about Fortnite is because I played it so much, I got sick of it, because it was the same thing over and over and over and over again. That is why I got tired of NBA games, because it was the same thing over and over again. Mostly, I got so sick of it, I just spent the whole season, except for the All-Star break, and just play the playoffs. That's how bored I was of it. But that's the reason I retired, and it's just really cool, the Hall of Fame speech thing. But to me, I didn't lose much retiring except for getting VC from Brian and losing my contracts to get free shoes for Nike shoes. That's mostly all that hurt me because I've just been playing park a lot. So that is what happens when you retire. You don't lose too much unless you're the kind of gamer that loves to work on their overall, loves to work on their badges. You'll lose a lot of that if you're not a 99 when you retire, because it's a lot harder to overall up in the park, to get your badges up in the park, unless you have outstanding games. It's a lot harder to get VC in the park too. I think they should fix that in 2K19. I'm really hoping that 2K19, I hope they keep the park stuff. I want them to keep that. I want them to keep the neighborhood. But I want them to add more to the neighborhood. Like, I want them to add I want the neighborhood to be bigger. I want there to be more stores, like a lot more stores. Like, instead of Swags being the only closed stores, you could have, say, a Nike closed store, Jordan closed store, and instead of Foot Locker, you could have a Nike shoe store, Jordan shoe store, Adidas shoe store, all kinds of that stuff. I want the neighborhood to be a lot bigger, and for the park, I want them to add more courts to the park. Because most time you gotta sit there, wait for a game to start, and then most time what happens to me if I'm not with my friends, I'll be waiting for 2 people to join me, and I'll see a whole friggin' squad go next to me and take the spot. So then I have to go to a different court. I have to wait even longer. So I want them to add more parks. I want them to cut down the cutscenes. That part I liked, but I didn't like how many cutscenes there were. And instead of being undrafted, now, don't get me that wrong, because that was cool in this, but I want them to bring back the college part. That I really liked in 2K17. I thought it was cool. I liked that better than the undrafted part, because undrafted, you choose your team, you choose your favorite team. That's kind of boring. I want a mix up. Like, I want to go into the draft, be recognized, and I want to be surprised of what team I'm going to. I don't want to pick my team that I'm going to. I mean, that's kind of boring, because then you know where you're going. You know the players on your team. That's kind of just boring. So that's what happens when you retire. Those are my thoughts on 2K19. Can't wait until that comes out. Can't wait to see what's going to be in it. I just want to see trailers of 2K19. And I also want them to keep the My Court part. I like that. But, like, I want them to make it bigger. And for like up there, up on that stage where that treadmill and stuff is, right here, I want them to keep that kind of feel, but I want them to let you be able to go up there. And like, have all this down here, and you get to go out there, work out, and then that door over there be like your own room that only you can be in, that you can decorate just like your MyCourt. I think that would be cool. Now, I don't want them to add you like having to cook your own meals, cause then it'd just be turned into friggin' Sims. I mean, if they do add that room part up there, I don't want them, I just want it to be kinda like down here where you decorate it, where you hang out. I don't want them to add up there to where you can put your MyPlayer to sleep and all that. Make your MyPlayer go to the bathroom. That'd just be weird. That'd be like 2K Sims in a friggin' mix-up. I don't want that. I would just like to have that spot up there be used, and that doorway be your room. But again, those are my thoughts, and that's what happens when you retire. So if you're new, subscribe, drop a like. Hope you enjoyed. See you in